Wowzers. This might be the biggest video game leak, at least, I don't want to say of all time, because I'm sure there's bigger ones, but this is a pretty massive one and potentially the most damaging of all time. That's right, a disgruntled employee has leaked all essential parts of The Last of Us 2 while it remains unknown when the actual release date is, although they did make some comment about that, which we're going to check out. I will say I don't include any spoilers in this coverage, at least not intentionally, but it's been an interesting story to follow because back in April, early April, there were some leaks that The Last of Us Part 2 was rumored to be a tale of revenge against people that didn't like the main character's orientation. In fact, it referred to itself as a revenge plot against a phobic Christian cult. Now, look, it's not like people like this don't exist, and we shouldn't react to it immediately and say, oh my God, get woke, go broke. But the context of The Last of Us has been a series of exceedingly woke decisions, including the studio themselves, Naughty Dog, so I guess I can say I'm not surprised. Now, the source claimed the main driving force of the game's plot will be a budding romance between Ellie and Rita, the one that smells like hot garbage that two digital females kissed in a video game, and every simp on the planet cheered like it was ultra stunning and brave. And the original video game, which released back in 2013, follows Joel and Ellie as they venture across the United States in a post-apocalyptic landscape. The game was very well received. The sequel was exceedingly highly anticipated. Now, there were a lot of people that weren't feeling the commentary issues, but hey, you could just not buy the game, and that's totally fine. But it turns out, oh my friends, it turns out that a disgruntled employee went and just leaked everything. This according to Polygon. The Last of Us Part 2 leak seems to show massive spoilers. It purports to show the entire game. Over the weekend, in late April, a series of YouTube videos were uploaded that contained what appeared to be clips of Naughty Dog's highly anticipated sequel, The Last of Us Part 2. While the original videos have been taken down, furious gaming forums and social media re-uploads have survived, alleging to show the gruesome action game story in full. The clips, which are still live of writing this, appear to show everything from Ellie's relationship with Deanna to the woman she kisses within the E3 2018 trailer to Joel's role within the game. The leak also contains a level list that suggests the game has you switch roles midway through, allowing you to see the game from a viewpoint of someone new. The dates on the screenshots and clips suggest that the gameplay hails from internal builds that existed back in February and March. Now, Naughty Dog has not acknowledged the leak with high fidelity. Given the high fidelity of the game and recognizable voices within the footage, it seems real. Naughty Dog did not respond in time for press. Some fans have peeked at the game's supposed and potentially controversial ending, however, and are already debating whether or not they want to buy it. If you look at some of the replies here, obviously not very good. I get that The Last of Us plot looks really bad, and I've straight up seen some people just be blatantly phobic and base that on why they aren't buying the game. Look, the plot reads poorly, but essentially blaming it on a character being gay is bad. Essentially saying the game's bad. That's the worst part about this leak, is that, look, a leak doesn't necessarily have to be bad. If there is a leak of a game that's awesome, I don't believe that it's going to negatively affect sales. But what happened with Naughty Dog is the leaks came out and the game looks bad, which is going to strongly negatively affect sales. You could see The Last of Us released yesterday, so there's no point in buying this garbage. Yo, if that's really the ending of The Last of Us Part 2, I'm definitely not buying it. Buying The Last of Us Part 2 after those leaks? Laughter. I've never played The Last of Us, but I heard the second game had been stalled for a while that might have a plot that people don't like. It makes sense for some people to check it out before buying it. Yes, Lamau, The Last of Us 2 leaks look horrendous. Saves me from buying the game. I just saved myself money by not buying Last of Us 2. I'm not posting spoilers, but if you're buying The Last of Us 2 just for WLW representation, please watch a playthrough instead. It's not worth it. And let's not give these people our money. Even the people Naughty Dog is pandering to don't like the game. Zoinks. If The Last of Us 2 leaks are correct, absolutely no way I'm buying the game. So who's buying it now? And if you look at the main Naughty Dog hashtag or trending topic, or I don't know what you'd call it on Twitter, it's brutal. One of the top comments: treats employees like garbage, game get leaked by employees, Naughty Dog, surprise Pikachu face. One of the most anticipated games of 2020, and it's all leaked because Naughty Dog overworked their employees, and the script looks like a garbage show. I can't have anything in 2020, huh? Me seeing Naughty Dog getting the poo beaten out of them, and all the leaks for Last of Us 2 without knowing a single thing about the series, enjoying watching it. And then, of course, you can see, as of just 30 minutes ago, The Last of Us Part 2 and Ghost of Tsushima, I think I'm pronouncing that, come to PS4 this summer. So they put out, they updated the release date. That's all they've done in response to this. Naughty Dog really said, let's make the villain of our second sequel a trans person. I don't know if that's true or not. That might be a minor spoiler, but zoinks! It looks like the trailer is, it looks like there's just so much woke. They went too woke. And even the people that apparently would have appreciated it aren't liking this at all. It's a pretty hilarious disaster. If you look at the continued article here, The Last of Us Part 2 is currently delayed until further notice due to everything going on right now, which Sony says is preventing us from providing the launch experience our players deserve. According to Naughty Dog, while the game was nearly done as of April 2nd, there were a variety of logistical issues that were beyond the control of the Santa Monica studio. Reports of working conditions within the studio say that Naughty Dog has been under intense crunch while working on The Last of Us Part 2, as the game takes care to include all sorts of minor details, such as giving every single character a heartbeat. Based on what Sony has revealed so far, the game is to explore hatred, which aligns with the story arc and Stark's story beats apparently revealed by the leak. The Last of Us is also currently be adapted into an HBO TV series. This is disastrous. There is an argument to be made about not helping leaked stuff get traction. So the argument here is major media outlets shouldn't cover it because I don't know why, because people aren't going to use Twitter. Obviously, people are going to know that these leaks happened. If we look at here on Engadget, major The Last of Us 2 leak appears to show pivotal cutscenes. Oh boy, a massive amount of The Last of Us 2 footage appears to have leaked online, showing gameplay menus and multiple cutscenes that contain crucial narrative moments. The leak's authenticity hasn't been confirmed by Sony or Naughty Dog, the developer behind both games, but it is. I can tell you that, if you want to take my word for it, they're absolutely 100% real. You can see Naughty Dog finally saying something on Twitter. I don't know if they're going to address this at all, but just 30 minutes ago, they retweeted that updated release dates for The Last of Us Part 2 and the Ghost of Tsushima. I hope that's right. But you can see The Last of Us Part 2 came out last night. 1.2 thousand likes. Someone tell me the joke. Anyone still buying The Last of Us Part 2 brand new after all? Yeah, still going to check it out. The plot sounds absolutely ridiculous, but I'm going into an open mind. Oh, that's good. I mean, I don't think that people, there are going to be people that avoid this leak. And to be honest with you, avoiding spoilers is always something I try to do. I remember the last time, I think it was The Last Jedi came out, and it was a big thing on the internet to spoil what Kylo Ren did during that movie. I remember live streaming it, and I was just live streaming a completely unrelated topic, and there were just waves of people coming into my chat saying Kylo Ren killed so-and-so, and I was like, oh, dude, that's just, I don't think that's cool. And there are people that genuinely are excited for this game and want to avoid any potential spoilers, and I 100% respect that. However, if what is being said about the plot and just looking at the plain reaction, look, I knew the game was going to be on the woke side of things, and I wasn't going to like necessarily trash it for it. That's why I didn't cover a lot of the rumors around the Last of Us HBO series. I don't care that there's two girls who are in a relationship in the game. Good, awesome, don't care whatsoever. I only point and laugh at people who overreact to this kind of stuff and act like it's super stunning and brave. But this is unprecedented. It's going to definitely damage the sales of the game. And I don't know. I guess I don't care. If I were them, I would just release it today. Why wouldn't you? I mean, this is, you delayed the release, and then you didn't do a digital release. You should have just put out the game months ago. But now that the leaks are out, I don't know. Do you think that it's just people that wouldn't have bought the game anyway that are jumping into the trash fire and saying, ha ha ha, I'm not going to buy this game now, even though they weren't going to before? I mean, you can see this tweet I saw earlier today. Things aren't looking too good for Naughty Dog. Entire plot leak delayed indefinitely. No digital release. Employees leaving due to mistreatment. You have these are all the Infinity Stones apparently, and then here's some original. Looks like 4-year wait, and this looks like some of the original leaks. I don't know. The Last of Us 2 being leaked because Naughty Dog treated the leaker so badly. Holy crap, this is real and it's bad. Now, I wouldn't call this a spoiler section, but I am going to reference in general some of the things that you're going to see in the replies, including an updated response from Naughty Dog. That's why I waited to release this video, because look, from what I can tell of the spoilers, and I want to be perfectly transparent here, all right? I had almost no interest at all in this game, period, all right? So I'm not going to pretend to be one of the people that was just greatly anticipating The Last of Us 2, and then now after they saw how woke and terrible the main storyline is, that I canceling my pre-order. I'm not going to fake it, all right? But what I can say is the light spoilers that I've seen are pretty spicy. Now, if we look, they posted an updated response here, a message from the studio. Glad to see they put together 3 sentences. So let's see what they said. We know the last few days have been incredibly difficult for you. I don't think so. I don't think having a video game spoiled would qualify as incredibly difficult for me, especially when most people are under some sort of government-imposed lockdown, wondering when and if their next paycheck might come. But yes, having a video game spoiled was really difficult for me. We feel the same. It's disappointing to see the release and sharing of pre-release footage, notice how they called it pre-release footage, from development. Do your best to avoid spoilers, and we ask that you don't spoil it for others. The Last of Us Part 2 will be in your hands soon. No matter what you see and hear, the final experience will be worth it. Let's take a look at the replies. Okay, cool. Lots of modern-day gender politics stuff, and then the main characters both die. Sounds good. Now, again, these are just Twitter comments, and I warned you. You have this meme, The Last of Us Part 2, piecing out unpaid Naughty Dog employees with 2.7 thousand likes. You can see, I've seen the leak. There's nothing helping that. It's terrible that this happened, even with the circumstances that caused it. But I'm steering clear of the game. Neil needs to stay away from games. You can see a lot of replies. It's not worth it. You destroyed characters we loved. Nearly 500 likes already. It's not going well. Maybe if you stand not forcing employees to crunch during a crisis, your overrated zombie sequel would have been good. I mean, maybe. No need to waste money on SJW agenda-driven game. The final experience will be worth it, in quotations. You just literally created a game where you prioritized your own agenda over the actual story, and now you are saying the final experience will be worth it. Give me a break. The agenda pushing in this game, by the way, is very on the nose, and they are getting roasted in the comments. After watching the final season of Game of Thrones, I wondered if any IP could ruin its legacy more than Game of Thrones did. Today, I had my answer. Just release the game. It already went gold. Heck, even stick it to the original release date. Everything you wanted to avoid by moving the date has already happened. I mean, yes, there will still be people that buy this game, but it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. The final experience will be worth it. Yeah, with that plot, no. People are going to be pissed. So on top of the fact that the storyline is woke trash, apparently, it's also bad on top of that. And the woke people that they were pandering to are pissed that Naughty Dog was crunching their employees and seemed to be totally fine with the leak. And to further illustrate the woke backfire, all you need to do is look at Twitter and type The Last of Us trans, and you'll find a ton of outrage. You can see The Last of Us 2 had its stuff leaked by Naughty Dog employees who get in trouble when they bring up issues with the game and are browbeaten until they accept they are phobic and continue modeling trans man's wooden dong in 4D. Interesting. Thanks to Neil Druckmann, a trans character will get hated by the self-proclaimed gamers for being trans and not being badly developed. He needs to know that he can't lazy write one of the most hyped games of all time. Hopefully The Last of Us 2 will flop and show them that. The Last of Us 2 spoilers, beware. There's only one thing as equally infuriating as The Last of Us 2 leaks, and that is the terrible writing, and that the incel Reddit users only throwing their hissy fits over the new character being trans instead of the obviously garbage story. Trans people don't look at the leaks from The Last of Us 2. It's going to be a rough one. I know people are talking about The Last of Us 2 and how cringe it looks, but I've yet to see anyone talk about the really bad optics about what is essentially a game playing as a trans woman whose primary goal is ending a lesbian couple. Zoinks! Epic backfire. Again, if the game was good, nobody would care. Looks like the story looks pretty trash, and that's definitely going to negatively affect sales. But let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Are you still going to pick it up? Are you going to just wait till it's on sale now because kind of the hype is gone? I could see people doing that. Definitely value in waiting for that. It'll be interesting to follow this story. I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.